classified CIA document. They're checking out the firmament in this one, 1953 now. In the investigations, 2 instruments designed by V.G. Fezenkov were used. One of these was a visual photometer of the daytime sky intended for measuring the brightness of the firmament, and derived, get this now, on the assumption of a flat Earth. So the Russians are trying to check out the firmament based on assumptions of a flat Earth in 1957?
Man, I tell you one thing. This is crazy.
By a pod-carrying Thor missile. Its yield was 1.4 megatons.
I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now.
Just like in some water.
I've heard from people in the Pentagon that the buzzword in the secret of secrets in the Pentagon is the Sumerian gods are returning, and that's what they're referring to as that whole area that Peter's.
Wow! Can you repeat that again, just in case anybody missed it? The buzzword in
the Pentagon, in the military circles that are in the know about the cover up here, they kind of, in whispered tones, talk about the return of the Sumerian gods. And they're talking about the what we would call aliens or fallen angels returning into the Middle East, into Old Sumer area.
The Anunnaki.
Well.
I know y'all heard that, them so-called Anunnaki now. Them so-called fallen angels. I can say so-called, those who are fallen angels.
You mentioned the fallen angels.
Right.
Okay. So are we talking about the same fallen angels that in the Bible states that a third was kicked out of the heavens?
Right.
And so do you believe that they're here?
Oh, they're here.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. There's 4 under the Euphrates River. You can look it up, and the majority of them are. This is what it states, and like the people that know about the Book of Enoch or whatever, it states that they're in the coldest desert. So where would the coldest desert be? Essentially, in the Arctic Circle. So we all know that we can't go to the Arctic Circle. Hitler had stated in some of his writings that he had found them and stuff like that. So where was he? One of his main bases was in the so-called Antarctic or whatever. So that's where I believe they made a movie, the Alien versus Predator. I don't know if you ever seen that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Where they go down and they find the pyramid that's down there.
Yeah.
That big ass pyramid. And, so they show you in movies, there's another movie, a good movie with Denzel Washington called Fallen. And they specifically talk about one of the fallen angels named Azazel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that name, Azazel, is in the Bible.
Right.
I believe.
Taught women how to adorn themselves. He taught men the art of war. All that.
It's funny that you bring that up because, I saw both of those movies, Predator versus Alien. One thing that somebody told me years ago, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't believe it, but I'm starting to believe it now. Maybe I'm late, on the train, but I'm starting to believe it now, that a lot of the things that they have done or are doing, they put it in movies.
Yeah.
And I guess that goes along with they hide it in plain sight. Like they're showing it to you,
Yeah.
but you're not going to believe it because they're showing it to you.
They're desensitizing you.
Yes. So now, when you go to Fallen, that's a crazy movie.
He touches you.
Yeah, he touches you.
Yeah.
And okay, now, and some people that I have seen in some Christian churches, they believe in praying for people and touching them
Right.
for, you know, for blessings or what protection or whatnot.
Right.
In that movie, it was to transfer something.
Right.
The spirit was hopping onto another person.
Right.
And Denzel was over here pretty much following this demon that was hopping from another person to another person.
Right.
I truly believe. Do you believe in demonic possession?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The reason why I bring that up is because I truly believe that some people can be demonically possessed and possibly not even know it.
Right.
You know, I've heard people, and I'm not saying demonic possession, at least in the way I see it. We're not talking about The Exorcist,
Right.
you know, but kind of like that movie,
Right.
The Fallen. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
One of the biggest, you know, when you get into the spiritual realm or become spiritually awakened,
Yes.
and you study what we're talking about right now, and this is where it becomes crazy when you study about it, and it literally wipes the scales from your eyes, bro. You're able to see a lot, everything. It doesn't matter what you're doing in your life, bro. The songs that you hear, the movies that are being watched, you know already. That's already come into your spirit that, man, you shouldn't be. Turn that off. Did you hear what I said? You're able to pick up on all these
Yes.
all these subliminal that's going on and all this and that. But one of the main spirits that's going crazy right now, bro, if you ever want to look it up, and it's a genderless spirit, it's called the Jezebel.
Boy.
Yes, yes. Jezebel is also one of the most evilest women in the Bible. Many people were actually referring to Hillary as Jezebel.
Yeah. So yeah, the Jezebel spirit, bro, a whole narcissistic, sick, like perverted spirit, bro.
If you don't know, you're about to find out. The Jordan River dried up. Yep. Gone. Non-existent. But what's crazy is the things they found once the river dried up. What the hell is that? That ain't normal. That ain't normal, dog. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Look how big it is. And you can tell that it goes underground. So if you don't know, you're about to find out. The Jordan River dried up. Yep. Gone. Non-existent. But what's crazy is the things they found once the river dried up. What the hell is that? That ain't normal. That ain't normal, dog. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Look how big it is. And you can tell that it goes underground. So the Jordan River dried up and this shit popped up? Wow. I mean, if I would have seen some shit like this right here, dog, I ain't gonna lie, I might have to call the authorities. What is this?
Yeah.
What's that? We don't have a clue. And stuff like this popping up just means there's a lot of wonders of the world we don't know about. Come on, dog.
Yo.
They're looking like a reptilian. Facts. Big facts. Looka, baby. Looka, baby. Shout out to Tim's, because what the hell is that? That is weird, man. That's all I can say. They digging and finding artifacts and all types of shit after this damn river done dried up. Now, you know the Jordan River is symbolic, right? It is. I'll show you about it. Crazy part is, some of this shit look like them AI pictures. But I found these pictures on our archaeologist's website. This shit real, dog. Just
Gotta look
imagine
into
what's
this.
up under all of this, man. Something is going on. Like, there's a lot. We gonna keep finding stuff out. That's why I love TikTok. We gonna keep on finding stuff out. Yo, where you come from, dog? What is you? I ain't never seen you in this world ever. I ain't never seen you either. Where you come from? Let a brother know. Now, you look like you might be sad. You done went through some things. But tell me about the past, man. This is crazy. This is like one of them AI pictures, too. Fact. Look at this guy in this shit. He looked like, look what I just found. I wouldn't be looking like that at all. That looked like a big-ass skull. He announced, one stronger than I am is coming after me. I am not even worthy to bend over and loosen the strap of his sandals. I baptize you with the water, but he will baptize you with the Holy Spirit. Jesus is baptized and attempted. About that time, Jesus came from Nazareth to Galilee, and John baptized him in the Jordan River. That's why the Jordan River is symbolic. But let me just say, all this shit is crazy. I ain't never seen no shit like this, and I'm guaranteeing you there's gonna be more shit to be found. I promise you that, and I won't be the one that's gonna find it.
The crew of the Caesar Kunikov are fighting for their life, shooting at a sea-skimming drone that is making circles out in front of their ship. And you can see a lot of these big bullets are bouncing off the water. They were unsuccessful in destroying the drone, as you can see the large explosion here. And the second drone filming the hole in the side and the sinking of the Kunikov. The crew of the Caesar Kunikov are fighting for their life, shooting at a sea-skimming drone that is making circles out in front of their ship. And you can see a lot of these big bullets are bouncing off the water. They were unsuccessful in destroying the drone, as you can see the large explosion here. And the second drone filming the hole in the side and the sinking of the Kunikov.
They said, what channel was that? Discovered under the leaf, every leaf of a plant, you'll see, if you get a magnifying glass, little tiny holes called stomata. You kids will study that in biology class. The stomata close up at night, open in the daylight to let the air circulate in and out of the plant. That's how the plants breathe, through the stomata under the leaf. They've discovered the chirping sound that birds make at 4 in the morning opens the stomata. You ever wonder, why are the birds out there chirping at 4 in the morning? They open up the stomata under the leaf. One guy got curious about this, so he found out that the chirping of the birds can be mimicked with classical music. This guy in Iowa started playing classical music to his cornfield. His neighbors thought, half a bubble off a plum, maybe, till his corn grew 15 feet tall. They said, what channel was that you're listening to? They've discovered.
Did you know you can take a small solar panel and a telephone amplifier like the one I've got here, attach them together, and you can use it as a remote control detector? Not only that, you can hear the oscillations produced by flashlights, because a lot of flashlights are pulsing. I've got another one here. It's got different modes. We'll try it. That's a non-pulsing mode. That one's pulsing for sure. What about this other one here? Okay, but it gets more interesting than that. I'm going to take these two LEDs that I've got wired in this configuration down there. I've got a ground wire and an antenna going to it. I'm going to point it at the solar panel. We hear two radio stations coming in at once. Weird, huh?
GPU-driven prototype called Figure 1.
I think what's been really extraordinary is the pace of progress we've made in 21 months.
From zero to this in 21 months.
Zero to this, yeah. We were walking this robot in under a year since I incorporated the company.
Could you do this without NVIDIA's technology?
We think they're arguably the best in the world at this. I don't know if this would be possible without them.
I'm here to assist with tasks as requested.
We were amazed that Figure 1 is not just walking, but seemed to reason. Hand me something healthy.
On it.
Figure 1 was able to understand I wanted the orange, not the packaged snack.
Thank you.
It's not yet perfected.
Yeah, you're gonna get it.
But the early results are so promising, German automaker BMW plans to start testing the robot in its South Carolina factory this year.